Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Hermit card. And interestingly enough, I don't feel like this is you guys pulling yourselves out of the world this week. I actually feel like the message here is this is about going back to the drawing board. So what is it that you are working on or have been working on? What is it that you have put out? What is it that you have been wanting to put out but haven't quite got round to it? The message here with the Hermit card is it's not quite ready, or you're going back to the drawing board. You're bringing something back, or maybe going back to some of the foundational or preliminary stages of something in order to rewrite them, in order to redo them. Now, I know a lot of you have been doing this kind of thing anyway, so I feel like, if I'm completely honest with you, this isn't necessarily a project that you've already released. This is about something that you're hoping to release. So the message here with the Hermit card is you've done pretty well, right? You've done a good job, but you don't, it's almost like it's not quite cooked yet. You know, the cake's not quite ready. Once it is, you will know. Once it is, you know, you can kind of get back there, go back to the drawing board, look at it again and say to yourself, right, okay, what is it about this that isn't quite sitting right there? Now, remember, the High Priestess always comes through when you do the Hermit. So you've got to make yourself still enough. As an example, so, you know, like artists, a lot of them will just stare at a blank canvas for like an hour before they even do anything. Like, they're envisioning in their mind, like calling up those feelings. What do I want to create? What do I want to say? What is my message? So this week, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're putting together, it's not that it's, you know, it's not even so much that it's not ready. It's just not quite cooked. Do you know what I mean? It's not quite baked. It's not time for you to open up the oven just yet. With that said, your actions and options this week, you have the Five of Wands, right? So when it comes to your actions and options, this is about you either connecting with, meeting up with, getting together with your tribe. It's about you, really. And the thing is, I love a good, healthy competition. Like, it's really good to have a little bit of that. Not a lot of it, you know, not to the point where you're, you know, arrogant and you just step on people just to get to where you want. But it's really good, you know, like that spirit of camaraderie, you know, like when you go to the gym with your friend, like, you know, it's like they egg you on, right? And vice versa. Now, as an actions and options, it looks like what you're really starting to figure out now is who your people are, who your social circle are, and ultimately how you edit that, how you reframe it, how you rephrase what you are looking for, what you need from a social circle is going to make all the difference. So this week, if there is some healthy competition, use that to your advantage, because this could be as well, it could be a friend, it could be a, you know, a colleague, somebody that you go to Zumba with, you know, so all that kind of stuff. It could be somebody like that this week that gives you that little bit of insight that kind of says to you, you know what, if you were to do this, this and this, you'd be, do you know what I mean? Reach out to your network, reach out to your people, because the chances are the answer that you have, or that final piece of the puzzle, or that last 5 minutes in the oven that the cake needs, this is where you're going to find it. It's going to be in a group setting of some sort. For your communications and conversations, you have the Knight of Cups. This is interesting because this card has come up in a different deck in exactly the same position once already, so I'm intrigued. For communications and conversations, they look good this week, right? And actually, through friends, through competitors, through people that you have worked with, maybe people that you've worked alongside, maybe somebody that you go to the gym with, maybe somebody that you, I don't know, take the toddlers to, you know, what's that called? Tumble bounce, or what? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. those conversations this week, pay attention to them, because it's very likely that that's where it's going to be some sort of offer that comes through. It could be some kind of opportunity, or it could literally just be that you are having the kinds of conversations that are promoting that idea, that you already have what you need, you just need to tweak the idea a bit. And this is what I really want to stress to you. You don't have to change anything. When I said go back to the drawing board, this is just, you know, sometimes the true master, rather than going on to the next most complicated technique, they'll go straight back to the beginning and start relearning their basics, right? Because those basics, those foundational blocks, those small bits and moments that make up those bigger complicated things, that is where the true work is done. That is where true masters are built. And this week, through connections with friends, with family, with people that you interact with, this could be where you end up having a conversation that really just says to you, right, okay, that's where I need to tweak my idea, and that will be it. It will be perfect, right? It's about making space for something to be perfect. But by doing this is, you know, by really taking a moment not only to listen, but also taking a moment to recognize that maybe, just maybe, the information that you need will come from a source that you do not expect. And that is sometimes what makes all the difference. For your money and materials, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So money is steady this week. It's not going up, it's not going down. It is just what it is, right? Your Seven of Pentacles is that slow, steady energy. And this is about whatever you're, you know, whatever you're cooking, whatever you are trying to, I'm obsessed with cake today, obviously. Whatever it is that you are working on, whatever it is that you're trying to put together, this week that piece of the puzzle will come. But once you put that piece of the puzzle back in, once you put that kind of slot in there, you need to understand that that's not then kind of it. There's still going to be more on top of that you will need to do. Remember, your Seven of Pentacles always says if you put the work in now and you do it properly by the book, right, the rewards and the results that you're hoping for, they are absolutely there for you. When it comes to your home and environment, Seven of Pentacles, again, it looks like this week is going to be all of the menial tasks, all of the, you know, the nitty gritty, tidying away all the crap, going through the, you know, everyone's got a crap drawer in their home, you know, where they keep like odds and ends of everything, you know, like that last one of a set that was broken, and you know, all that kind of stuff. It does look like this week you are doing, you know, all of the menial stuff, but it's going to have a much far-reaching ripple. And on top of that, your Seven of Pentacles is right underneath the Five of Wands. The big thing that I want to say to you this week: don't seek to compete financially. All right, don't do it. The energy isn't there for it, and it will probably make you feel worse in the long run. All right, this is a week where I just want to say to you, stay in your lane, whatever that means to you. That's not like you better stay in your lane, bro. You know, it's not about that. It's just whatever your lane, your track, your path is, stay on that. Stay focused and dedicated on that, because that's where your results are coming. For your health this week, it's your Seven of Pentacles is, I mean, it's earth anyway, right? So this is the physical body, and with the Seven of Pentacles, I mean, I usually see sevens as the challenges. So this week there could be, you know, aches, pains, creaks and cracks and all the rest of it. I don't feel like there's anything specifically wrong. I feel like as well, for a lot of you, because it's right underneath the Five of Wands, you could be learning a new skill. Maybe you're going to a new class, maybe you're just going back to the gym, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, you know, that first 3 days where you go back to the gym and you're walking like a T-Rex that's pooed itself for the you're like, you know, every time you sit down, you know, it could be that, right? So whatever you're doing this week, it looks like you're feeling the brunt of it, but the reason that you're feeling it is because you're doing something good in the long run. For your love and relations, you have the Justice card. So for those of you that are single, it looks like this week you're saying to, especially those of you that are single, that you're seeing somebody, or, you know, have just met someone. It kind of feels like, not necessarily that you're giving an ultimatum, but it does feel like this week you're kind of saying, no, you know what? If you're not in it, just let me know and I will move on, right? It's kind of like you're saying, you know what, I'm not down for this, you know, FWB, friends with benefits, or anything like that. What I'm actually looking for is something serious, and if you're on board, that's great. Just let me know. For those of you that are partnered or married, it looks like you guys are really starting to focus on your personal relationship this week. It looks like, and you guys have been doing this for a while. Those of you that are partnered and married, the Tauruses, it's like you guys have really given a lot of time, effort, patience, care, commitment back into your relationship, and it's really starting to show. The other thing with that Justice card as well, because it's underneath the Knight of Cups, you could be getting some sort of paperwork or some sort of legal document that needs to be looked at or assessed. Next to the Seven of Pentacles, some of you could be looking at your will this week. You know, a bit morbid, I know, but you know what I mean. It needs to be done, right? So you could be looking at that, or maybe for some of you even rewriting that. But yeah, very interesting. Listen, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.